Hello, welcome back to another video of me, Zenzul, and welcome to the first ramble. Now, this is basically me just rambling on, so maybe you're doing the washing, maybe you're doing the ironing, maybe you're going to work, maybe you're just chilling out. Obviously on the screen I've got something here for you. This is Scar, my monk, just running around doing some questing, so you've got something to see rather than my ugly face for a change. Now, what this series is, it's not. I'm not sure it's how frequent it's going to be. It's just me talking about. It's giving me a platform, a forum to talk about other stuff that's going on in the game, my feelings on things, and certain bits and pieces. As I said, I don't know how frequent this will be. Just when I've got something to really talk about, really, without me stressing playing the game at the same time. Because obviously, it takes a while to get used to that. And I've been doing this since January, and I'm probably still not used to it now, but you know, bear with me. Yeah, it's kind of like a podcasty form. Yeah, you just hear my my grating voice in the background, so that's all good. The first thing I wanted to talk about was I think yesterday I released the last, the 30th of August. I released the last of my BFA PVP Is It Fun series. Now, I've got to say to everyone that's bought into the series and enjoyed it, it's gone beyond my wildest dreams how well this series has done, and it's just been amazing. It really has been amazing. I've loved every minute of it, and it's a double-edged sword, and I'll get to that in a minute, but I can't stress when I started doing it. I think I did the enhancement shaman first. And I kind of thought, oh well, what I'm going to do is just do some small videos for the small amount of subscribers I had. I think I had about 120 at the time, and yeah, obviously looking forward to BFA. And I thought, oh well, then, new people are going to come back and they're going to want to see what it's like and stuff like that. And it was a challenge for me because I'd be honest, I only really played, or have played, certainly in Legion, probably 3 specs to any kind of standard that I'd like to have set myself, which was my Shadow Priest, Rasta, my Hunter Kree, and Sankrotos, my Warlock, right? So I kind of thought, well, it'd be fun. It'd be fun for me to try out all the specs and see what I think. It became pretty damn clear, pretty damn quickly to me. It kind of dawned on me, Christ, I've got to do all of these specs. And a lot of these specs I have never touched in PvP, i.e. Scar, my monk. And it was quite scary, right? Because I'm thinking, bloody hell, I've not done anything on these, and I've got to make a video and I've got to release it. It's all very well being in the comfort of playing classes and specs that you feel you're adequate at, and it was very, very daunting because it dawned on me that people were watching these videos, right? So I'm thinking, oh, I'd be honest, I think just before BFA came out, I'd be damned honest with you, I was close to just sort of saying, do you know what, this isn't really working out. I thought I'd give it a year. My plan was, if you're quite a new subscriber, a lot of my old subscribers know this, my plan was to give it a year. I started in January, mid-January, started the channel, and the reason I started the channel, this is going to be bashing around from point to point really, but the reason I started the channel, and I've spoke about it before in my series, my leveling series and my Warcraft story and stuff like that, is because I've played Warcraft from vanilla, and yeah, I think it was about a month after it came out I got the game, something like that, and I love the game, right? I've been playing it nearly 15 years, so you could probably tell that I love the game. I think that comes through in my videos a lot of the time. I hate the game sometimes, but who doesn't? We all go through that. And yeah, I just thought, you know what, I'm quite bored, and I started it for quite selfish reasons. I must admit, I was quite bored of just sort of playing PvP and just doing random battlegrounds. And I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I've always been fascinated by it, and I respect people that do YouTube, because obviously you're putting yourselves out there, and it's not really something I've ever done in my life. I'm not a great risk taker in my life, and you know, I live in I'm as you could probably tell, I'm not 15. You know, I've been around the block, I've been around a while, and I've seen a lot of things. I've traveled the world. I've lived in London, I've lived here, I've lived there. You know, I've lived in Sydney, I've lived in Bangkok, I've lived in New York. Not for any major length of time, but I've stayed in these places and been around the world, done a lot of things in my life, and it was something I really wanted to do. And it's just about getting the balls to get out and do it, right? And that's the hard thing. Having the balls to get up and make these videos and getting all the equipment you need to get started at least. And but I didn't really know what to expect. I know what I'm like playing the game. I know that I'm very, very average at playing the game, and I thought, I'm not Bajira, you know, I'm not Swifty. Have I got the charisma to do it? Have I got the I don't know, not the backbone, that's the wrong word, but you know, there's going to be people that are just going to hate this, right? Because I've never, from day one, I've never said I'm amazing at this game. I play the game, I enjoy and love the game as it is, and what I do within that structure of the game. And you know, it's difficult for people like that, because not only am I playing a niche which is an MMO, a smaller niche which is Warcraft, obviously though it's quite big within that niche, then a smaller niche as in PvP, because the most PvP players you watch, you know, they're, I don't know, Venruki, as I said, or Bajir, or, you know, they've got Glad, you know, titles and stuff like that. And I'm just an ordinary guy who likes playing the game. And I didn't know whether I could really put up with the crap that comes with that. Because, you know, someone will click on a video and they go, all right, Demonology Warlock, example, right? And they'll go, all right, okay, so this dude obviously knows what he's doing. Or why? Why is that okay? Why is that the case? Why does the dude playing the class have to know what he's doing? Maybe he's just trying it out, or maybe he's just playing it because he wants to see what it's like and then putting it on YouTube. And I knew from in my own heart that there's only maybe, as I said, 3 specs I could comfortably walk into a BG and think, I'm going to do all right here. I'm going to be okay because I know what I'm doing on this class and this spec. And you know, but I'm an autoholic, you see, so I don't really like just playing one spec and that's it, and blah 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 blah. So going back to the selfish reason, the reason I did it was because I wanted to experience what it's like to make YouTube videos. And I was doing random battlegrounds and I was really bored of it. And I thought, well, how can I stay within the Warcraft gaming structure but enjoy it more? And I thought, well, combine the two. I've always wanted to YouTube. It gives me an extra incentive to do YouTube, because all of a sudden, you know, I've got an incentive to do it, because obviously people are watching the videos. And yeah, that was all good. No, I was quite happy with the fact that I started it, but obviously I didn't really realise how hard it would be. And it is quite difficult because, you know, I started off with 2 subscribers. One was my mum and one was my partner, right? So I started off with two subscribers and started from there. And I think, like, who the hell's going to watch this? But then I realised pretty damn soon that most people are like me. They're just people that enjoy the game. They're not mythic raiders. You know, they're not in method. They're just normal people like me who go to work, look at, you know, have a family, get home, de-stress from playing Warcraft. So I have more in common with the majority of people that play this game than the ones that, you know, maybe have taken it to another level and another dimension. I don't consider myself ever to be at the level of some of these people that play the game, and I never really want to, because I just have other things going on. Yeah, so when this, and no word of a lie, I think probably within well, about a week or two before BFA, I released a video and it got 6 views. 6 views. And I thought, oh Christ, you know, and that's when I said I was going through this kind of pain in my mind and heart, thinking, oh, do you know what, I might just pack this in. But then I thought, well, no, BFA is coming out. I joined YouTube at the fag end or the tail end of Legion, so you know, I didn't know what the experience was to do YouTube at the beginning of an expansion. So I thought, I'll give it a go. It might be cool. You know, there might be more people coming back and more people interested in what's going on in the game, etc., etc., as I've already said. And I had the idea and of doing the PvP stuff, and I thought, oh, this is going to be fun. So anyway, I just thought, right, okay, I'll do classes I know. So I did Enhancement, Shame, and I did, I think, Affliction, Warlock, something like that. And yeah, all of a sudden, I realised that a lot of people were watching these videos. Within, I don't know, a few days, both have clocked up 1,000 views. Now, let me put this into context. At that point, I've done about 230 videos. I was releasing 2 a day in Legion. 2 a day. I don't know how I did it. I just did it. I was so sort of enthused about it, you know, maybe a little bit overly keen, shall we say. And I thought, well, this is going to be cool. So I did 2. I was doing 2 videos a day. I knew I couldn't really sustain that. And pretty damn soon I hadn't. But I did. I think, I mean, 3 or 4 months I was doing 2 videos a day, PvP videos. And yeah, and I kind of burnt myself out a little bit to a point where, as I said, like I was just, oh god, you know, no one's watching this. This is just terrible, because it's all good, you know. But I did understand the concept that people, when they start on YouTube, are just talking to themselves, right? You know, I'm not an 18-year-old busty blonde, right? I'm a more mature player of as I said, of a niche within a niche within a niche. And that's not that easy to crack. And as I said, I'm not, if I was going in it like, you know, para and stuff like that, being like OP, as in, you know, hitting quite a lot of damage and finish top of the charts and every single spec that I play, I just don't play the game that much. And so, getting, you know, kind of long story short, I was just made up with how many views I was getting on this series, and it just sort of spiraled and spiraled and spiraled to a point where a channel, as I said, which had about 120, 130 subs, in the course of the lifetime of the series, which I think was about 5 weeks, I went from 120 to nearly 290 subs in that time. And I think in a month I've got some, I don't know, it's just a ridiculous amount of subscribers, 180 or something like that, 160 or something like that. And yeah, all from the series. And I kind of thought, this is just weird. This is just really weird. And I was kind of humbled by it, but at the same time kind of overwhelmed by it also. And then as the series went on, I kind of realised, you know, God, I've got to do these specs that I know nothing about. I know nothing about these specs. This spec I've got on the screen, I know nothing about it really. All I've done is level it, and I boosted him to, I don't know what it was, Legion, I think 90. Or no, what was it, 100, I think at the time, and then just sort of, no, hold on, no, 90. and then I just sort of leveled him to. I don't know. It wouldn't have been, would it? It would have been to 100. Yeah, it would have been to 100. Yeah, I do apologise. It's been so long, a couple of years at least. That's a long time for my brain. And yeah, so I boosted him. So I never really did anything on this class. It was I spoke about it before in videos where I wasn't really enamored with the lore of the monk, and I didn't really enjoy the monk and stuff like that. And the play style was a bit kind of, I don't know, it's not very Warcrafty, shall we say. And I didn't, you know, I got to, and the monk PvP video is a really, really good example, and I'll tell you for why. Because I was kind of going, all right, okay, I get to play maybe an hour a day. Sometimes I don't play at all. Just my life and IRL and stuff like that. That things happen, and you know, so I've kind of committed myself to releasing videos pretty damn regularly. I release pretty much every day, and putting myself in a situation where I'm releasing videos on specs that I don't really know what I'm doing on, because obviously then you're just putting yourself out there to be shot at, because it's like, and I'll get to that in a minute. This is the good side of this. So yeah, I thought, oh well, you know, and the monk, as I said, the monk is a brilliant example. I did a video of the monk, and I thought, okay, let's get in this BG and let's see what we can do. And it was the only one I did, and it was the only time I had to record that day. And I just thought, I need to get this video done. So hopefully, you know, because I'm going in fingers crossed, going, I hope this is a decent segment size to show people. And I realised that I think the video was pretty good. It was okay. I did I don't know, top killing blows or something like that, and I don't know, 3rd or 4th of damage, and it was a relatively good video, and it was one of my best videos because I just really enjoyed doing it, and I enjoyed the spec immensely, and put it up, and I was quite pleased with the video, and with me as a human being, as a person, it takes a lot for me to pat myself on the back, as it were. You know, I'm really am my worst critic in anything I do in my life, and I consider myself a jack of all trades and a master of none. And you know, I'm sure you know what that means. Pretty average at most things. If I put my mind to it, I can pretty much achieve anything I want to achieve, and I have done in my life. But it's getting to that point, getting to that sort of mindset, and going, yeah, you know, this is what I want to try and achieve. YouTube being an example, and yeah, so the monk video went out, and believe it or not, out of all these classes and specs I've done, which I think is what, 30 or something, the monk video has got over, well, it's close to nearly 5,000 views. Now, I'd done a video when I first started, within I think about a month, and it probably put me on the map with a few of my subscribers anyway. And it was called the Broken, or it was called Broken Warlock. It's not like the Warlock is broken; it's just the Broken, as in, I don't know. I think we lost the BG, but it was a good BG. I think I did on my Warlock. I did a 2v1. A demon hunter and a ret paladin, I think, in that video. It's still in my playlist under my Warlock battleground videos. Go and watch it if you're that interested. It's not a bad video, and I did okay. You know, it was a pretty good one, but for some reason the algorithm liked it, people liked it, and bang, it hit 4,000 views. It was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And apart from that, I had another one called The Russians Are Coming, and Balls of Fun, I think. It was a Temple of Cot Magoo video. And yeah, those two videos got over 1,000, and that was it. I got nowhere near those sort of views for the rest of the game of Legion. I got nowhere near it. So when I started hitting these 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, on my characters, these views on this series, I was like, oh my god. And as I said, I was quite humbled by it, but also quite daunted by it, because obviously what comes with that is you are, I think I was quite happy. I would have been quite happy with just having 50 subscribers and just sort of going, these 50 people enjoying my approach to the game. That, you know, they accept the fact they're not watching it to see, you know, how this brilliant rank 1 player plays. They just maybe enjoy listening to me. I've had a few people say they enjoy listening to my voice. They find it quite soothing. I don't know why. And, you know, it's just a kind of a laid back Englishman, you know, English voice, and probably a lot of people can't even understand what I'm saying half the time. But, you know, I swear at the screen and I shout and I get sort of invested in the videos that I do, and I hope that comes across. And as I said, you know, it's I'm even a niche within my niche, because as I said, I'm just an average guy playing it. I'm not a rank 1 dude going, yeah, this is how you play World of Warcraft. So that was the positive. And that was brilliant. So I do thank every single one of you that subscribed to the channel, and anyone that's, you know, I'm an hour about subscribing to the channel. Thank you very, very much for watching these videos, and all your lovely comments and feedback that you've given me, and tips and stuff like that. It's been great. So, and welcome on board everyone that has joined me, and there'll be plenty more PvP videos coming out. Obviously, as I get nearer getting my characters to 120, I'll start looking into the minutiae of the classes and trying to get better and releasing better videos and better quality, and, you know, really drilling down to the nuts and bolts of some of these classes and getting it right, really. Because at the moment, you know, it's a new expansion. It's been out, what, 2 weeks? Why, you know, you're not expected to know everything about the spec and the classes in 2 weeks. And that was the thing that leads on to the downside of it. Now, I don't want to go on about this too much, but I understand the way YouTube works, so I understand the way internet works, right? You're not going to please everyone. I've had some people have a go at me because they think I'm too old to be playing computer games. I've had someone have a go at me in my name. I've had someone go at me because of the way I look, you know, and you just think, really? Do I need this shit? Because in my life, in my RRL, I'm not 18. You know, it's a long time since I was at high school. It's a long time since I had that kind of mentality where I deal with people on a daily basis that maybe you don't want to deal with, and you maybe get crap from and stuff like that, or you maybe even give crap to. I've kind of got over that part of my life, and now I'm, you know, into my mature years, and the people around me, my friends, my family, my partner, my work colleagues and stuff like that, we all talk to each other civilly. You know, you don't go up to someone and go, you're shit at your job, you're shit. You just don't do that, because you've kind of matured into a more articulate person, where you can actually have a conversation and just sort of talk about things like a normal person does. And so it was a bit of I'll be honest, it was a bit of a shock when I started to get, as the channel started to grow, and I think within the first month, I had some bloke say, "You're shit, mate. You should stop YouTube." And I'm like, okay, what? Sorry, I don't know you. You don't know me. Why are we having this interaction? I don't. You know, it wasn't registering with my brain. I was thinking, this is a bit weird. I don't know this person, yet this person is attacking me for something that I've just sort of put myself out there and just say, you know, I say with most of my videos, I'm just very average at this game. I don't possess to be amazing at it. And I kind of thought, well, and I spoke to my partner about it. She said, "Nah, just don't worry about it. There's always gonna be people that hate you." And a good YouTuber I like to watch, he said, "Some people just won't like your hairstyle and downvote you or comment about it." And you just think, well, in my life, I don't come across that kind of thing. I don't. It's not like, say, I live in a world full of fairies and, you know, singing birds, because I don't. I live in the real world, and as I said, I've seen and done a lot of things in my life. But it's been so long since I've came across that kind of resentment and sort of, I don't know, just sort of real strange way of approaching life and talking to people. And I think in my videos I do come across as a relatively nice chap. You know, I'm just a nice guy. I love people commenting on my videos. I absolutely adore it, and I reply to every single one. And I don't think, you know, anyone could ever say of my videos that I don't reply. And I reply as quick as I can, and I try and give them a nice answer and filled out answers as of when I can. And yeah, that's just, it's just, you know, it's just bizarre. I couldn't grasp it. There was something in my brain that was saying, well, I don't understand. So anyway, as this PvP series went on, and then towards the end, I was getting quite anxious about these videos, putting these videos out, because as I said, I didn't really want to do them, because I thought I have no idea what I'm doing on some of these specs. But I've committed myself to saying that I'm going to do all DPS specs, and I wanted to get the playlist done because obviously it's there, and they're what's called evergreen videos, where, you know, in a year's time people will probably still be watching them because they may be coming back to the game, or they've been out of the game for a while, or whatever. And I really wanted to do it, and I'm very, very proud of what I've done, and I'm very proud of it. And I know it's just a little computer game and stuff like that, but I never thought I'd be able to do something like that. So, as I got to these, as I said, the specs of the specs of the specs, where I just, God, okay, I just hit a few target dummies. I've got to get this video out. You know, pray to the heavens that the video's okay. And then I started getting the hate. Then I started getting the people coming on going, mate, you're sure hilarious. You couldn't one-on-one anyone in that BG. I'm like, right, okay, that's, yeah, but there wasn't really much opportunity to do so. And I don't have an amazing idea of what I'm doing on this spec, but I'm just, the whole series wasn't about that. The series wasn't about, oh, look, I'm top of damage. The series wasn't about, oh, like, amazing, look how great I am as a player, I'm so good. The series was about, as it said in the title, is it fun? Is the spec fun to play? Now, yeah, I nearly get killed here. That's great, isn't it? 163 health, brilliant. There we go. You gotta love monks. And yeah, it was just so bizarre. I'm like, okay, I know the best one. I spoke about it on one of my videos. Some dude just went right in caps, noob, right, and I just it makes me laugh. Right, it does make me laugh because, yeah, I've never, in all the time I've been on YouTube, I have never. The only time I've ever put a thumbs down on a video was when they released the Ghostbusters, the newer Ghostbusters, the 2016 one or whatever it was, and I really was against that. Not because I'm not a sexist person. It's not because it's women. I just thought this is not a good idea. You know, it came out in 1984, and it was my generation of people that watched it. And in its original form, at the original time, and I can remember being really running around, me and my friends, we were like Ghostbusters, you know. I remember that, and so I felt quite soiled by the fact they were trying to do it again, because there's some things that Back to the Future is another one. Never ever try and do Back to the Future, or the Goonies, or these sort of classics. Just leave them alone. And that's the only time I've ever put a thumbs down on a video, because I don't care that much about it to get angry about it. I care that much that I will say that is a good video, and I've sometimes commented on people say, really good video, mate, really enjoyed that, because I know what you go through to make these videos, and putting your neck on the line, as it were, to, you know, for the general public to sort of scrutinise and critique, which is fine. That's what it's all about. I don't expect everyone to sort of, as I said, like my videos, but yeah, so he just said, oh, he just said noob, right? And I said, oh, I'll just have tea and 2 sugars, please. And he went, how about a condom on your mama? And I went, okay. Some people you can't, you know, I'm English, right? So we have a very dry, sarcastic wit, or well, I do anyway. And I just thought, okay, I can't really, I can't really, I can't really relate to this person, and B, what's the point? You might as well just go, okay, mate, yeah, whatever. But he wouldn't let it go. He wouldn't let it go, and I just said, oh well, this is one thing these people don't understand, right? These people that are giving you shit about stuff like this. If you comment on a video, all you're doing is helping that video's algorithm. So if you put a thumbs up, right, that's interaction with the video. That helps the video, and it tells you, it triggers YouTube to go, oh, people obviously are interacting with this video, which means it's worth pumping up in the suggested. Yeah, it's worth pumping up, and you know, people are enjoying it. And the thing is, and this is the thing, that people that troll you and dislike this and dislike that don't understand. If you dislike a video, that is classed as an interaction. Now, there is no definitive difference between liking a video and not liking a video, because that is still going to help your suggested. That if you wanted to really troll someone, and leaving comments is the same. So if you comment on someone, you're helping that, you're interacting with that video, so you're helping that video grow, essentially. And the best thing to do if you don't like a video is to do nothing, is to walk away, because you're not helping them with their interactions, and you're not pushing the video up to suggested, and you don't like the video, you don't like the person, you don't like, I don't know, the wallpaper, whatever. That's the best thing to do. So, you know, all's fair in love and war. I don't care if you're on the left, you're on the right, you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, you're a Tory, you're a Conservative. It really doesn't bother me, as long as this isn't about that. I'm not sitting there making videos like, I don't know, bearing and stuff like that. I'm making videos of people. I'm making videos for people who enjoy my stuff. To sit there and, you know, get after a hard day's work or at work or whatever, just to sit there and enjoy, take them away from stuff for 20 minutes, which it does me. It takes me away from my real life and my real life problems. And yeah, so I had that, and then I think it was yesterday or the day before, I had one which was very, very odd. I had one some guy calling himself Ted Theodore Logan, right? So if you don't know Ted Theodore Logan, it's what is it, the Bill and Ted's guy? And again, that's from my generation, so I don't know, maybe he's an older person. I thought, okay, and he's like, oh, I watched your video and you're so rubbish, and you got absolutely whooped by this, and oh god, here we go. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I replied, oh, thanks. Yeah, cheers, brilliant. And then about half an hour later, this was a strange thing, right? I got another comment on the same video, written in the same style, because you can kind of see, you know what I mean, where someone's written, some people don't use punctuation, some people don't use this, some people don't use that, you know, use capitals to start sentences and stuff like that. And it was written in exactly the same style about half an hour later on the same video. What are the chances of that? On video, on a YouTube channel my size, that's pretty rare, right? And you can kind of tell. But what he'd done on this time was that it was a YouTuber writing this, and he'd obviously he's obviously got two accounts, right? So he did this Theodore Logan, and I always, whenever anyone slags me off, I always just have a quick look for my own personal amusement, really. Just have a quick look at their profile and the subscribers, and you can tell. And it's always people that are slagging you off are the ones with 0 subscribers, never released a video themselves, you know, never put themselves out there, never, you know, actually got off their ass and did anything for themselves regarding YouTube. Which it's up to them. They can do that. They can say what they like. You know, it's a free world per se. Well, so it is in some parts. And yeah, it was kind of, and this second message was from a YouTuber, right? And it was written in the same style, and it was basically saying the same thing. Another thing about your video, and he obviously forgot or didn't click over to his fake account. Now, I can understand the random person slagging off your videos and going, oh yeah. But this guy was another YouTuber. And I just thought that was bad. That was, you shouldn't do that. If I, as a YouTuber, as a creator myself, I know what difficulties you can go through. And the fact, as I said, you put yourself out there and, people can mock you and take the piss. It is what it is. But when it's another YouTuber doing it, but then hiding behind a fake account and then not realising half an hour later, he's done it again. But he's done it with his proper account. I found that absolutely hilarious. And if you ever listen to this video, you are a very, very sad person. And I, again, looked on it. He had about 200 subscribers or something like that. But he never released any videos. He was like, it was a Balance Druid video, right? So he was like, I don't know, his liked videos were Thrays, right? And if you know who Thrays is, he's like a glad rank 1 bloody Balance Druid, which I'm not. I don't ever profess to be. I'm just a bloke who enjoys this game. And he's like, you can't put me at that standard. I don't want to be at that standard. I don't even be discussed in the same level of play as Thrays, rank 1 gladiator. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here just to have fun and entertain people and entertain myself. And no, I'm gonna rebind this. Go back here. So yeah, it was just odd, and I just thought, you are such a sad person. The fact that you have to hide behind a fake account, and then you've accidentally messaged me, leave a comment on your proper account, and I just thought that was funny. And then the last one I had one yesterday, just going, God, this is I think this is the worst Demonology video I've ever seen, which is my Demonology Warlock video. And the caveat that I put in the video before I even started, I said, look, this isn't going to be amazing. I'm not really looking forward to making this video because I know for a fact that I don't really know what I'm doing on this spec. But I'm making the video because I want to see if it's fun. That's the bloody idea of the series, as I keep reiterating. But obviously some people don't choose to read the small print or they just want, oh, PvP, is he any good? Is he good? It's crap. And yeah, he just said, oh, I just think that's the worst Demonology video I've ever seen. It's like, well, what do you want, mate? And I just put, okay, life goes on. Let's all, we've all had a drink, whatever. And I just left it at that, and he didn't reply, and that's all good. But again, he left a comment, and I replied. So that's 2 comments. That's 2 interactions with the video. And that helps the video. So it is what it is. Anyway, that's that over because I just wanted to get that off my chest. And I'm a big guy. I've been around the block, as I said, and I've heard a lot of worse things. But I'm used to people doing it to my face, and that I think that's the frustrating thing. It's kind of like, if you were standing in front of me, would you say these things? Would you maybe articulate yourself better? Maybe we would be friends in real life. Who knows? And yeah, so it's very, very strange. Anyway, that's that rant over. If you've got any comments on this, let me know down below. It's all a bit of fun, really. And yeah, as I said, this is the first round. The last thing I want to talk about, and I'll talk about very quickly and probably go more in depth in a future video, is the BFA and how I'm enjoying BFA. I'm really, really enjoying this. I love Nazmir, which I've done most of my leveling in, because what I like to do is kind of get used to hitting the ground running. I find it I like leveling. I like the lore of the game. I like doing it slowly. I've not even got a 120 yet. And there's always one zone I like to do first, because then I can knock it out quick. Boom, 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 boom. And yeah, knock it out quickly. I know my way around. And once you get going past that initial 110, you kind of think, all right, okay, yeah, I'm on the way. It's just getting that initial 2-3 levels out of the way, and that's why I like to do the same zone over and over, because then I can just, by the time I get to the 6th, 7th, 110, you know, I can piss it. I know exactly what I'm doing, exactly where I'm going, what I've got to do, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, the Call to Harass videos that I'm doing, the Zenzul does Call to Harass, is slightly different because I've never done that before, and I'm leveling that on camera. So I hope you enjoyed that. I've done 2 episodes of that. But I would probably say, at the moment, I've probably got about 40 subscribers that really would watch anything I put up. Maybe they just like it, me interacting with Warcraft, or just enjoying my videos, and it's, you know, it's on their watch list. They click the little bell like you all should, to get notifications, and you know, they religiously sit there and watch my stuff. Not necessarily vocal in that, you know, like telling me every day how great I am, and you know, really kissing my ass, because I don't need that in my life. I'm secure enough in my own life not to really have that kind of, not adulation, that's probably the wrong word, but you know what I mean. I'm quite happy for someone to say, hey, nice vid Zenz, that's really good. Yeah, it's like, cool, yeah, nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and interact and say hello, and yeah, you know, pop in once every month and just say, oh yeah, good video, yeah, la, 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 la. And yeah, that's cool. So yeah, BFA, really enjoying it. I really enjoy Nazmi, and I quite like Voldoon. I've heard a lot of bad things about Voldoon, but I like it. I like it a lot. The one I don't like is the city one. What's that? Zuladar, nicking my name as well. You know, just like, get off my name, man. So yeah, I will hopefully get to 190 today. 190? What am I talking about? 190. 120 today on my hunter, and hopefully get a nice video on that pretty damn soon of me being 120, and my warlock's next. So then it's just a case of getting all my other toons up to 120, which is going to be the big ask. But over the next couple of months, I'm sure that's going to happen. But I'm really enjoying BFA. But there is something slightly missing. I don't know what that is thus far. As far as there's something not quite right that I am a little bit skeptical of going forward, and I hope this expansion can hold us all in suspension for as long as possible. But I don't know, I just got a feeling with the fact that these places are so small that, I don't know, maybe it get a little bit boring a little bit quickly. But we'll see how we get on. So that's about it, really. That's the first episode of the Ramble. I hope you enjoyed that. As I said, it's just stuff. It's just a forum where I can get things off my chest, really, and you know, going forward, maybe this will pop up. It's a bit like an Az Chats, or I don't know, Akalon's Coffee Morning and stuff like that. It's just a little forum where I can just vent and rant and you know, talk to you, just my subscribers, really, because obviously I'm not expecting this to go viral. Yeah, it's just hopefully you enjoy it. You're making a cup of tea, or you're sitting there reading the paper or whatever, and you have me droning on in the background, hence the name, The Ramble. But anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, leave a thumbs up anyway. I'd love to hear your comments on this. If you've got anything to say, that's all good. I love to, as I said, I reply to every single comment, and I'm so humbled by people that even take the time out of their day to reply to my stuff. And I've had some such lovely comments from people. So, you know, I really love that. I really love the interaction. I really love the fact that people enjoy my stuff, and you know, the fact that I've got 280 subscribers since January is amazing. And as I said, 180, 160, something like that in the last month, or 100, something like that. It's over 100 anyway. I've not really looked at the analytics too much. I try not to, because I think it can just drive you mad. Yeah, and onwards and upwards. So hopefully the channel carries on growing, and it won't be long till I'm at 300, I hope. And yeah, that'd be cool. Who knows? I might make a video on that. I didn't at 200, but it went so damn quick. So there we go. It just leaves me to say, I will catch you in the next video. You take care now. Bye bye.